Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Filomas and welcome to today's video. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different than what I've done previously, and I just wanted to do a get ready with me and a sit down like chit chat video where I basically talk. My channel Sunkid has been doing quite well and I've been getting a lot of comments about Omegle videos that I want to address in this video. The whole thing, but before I start, please like and subscribe if you guys want to. Check out my other channels, check out my other videos. Also check out my Instagram. I've been wanting to post more, and yeah, enjoy this video. I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm talking about this, just for fun. So, about Sunkid. I first want to get into why I even started this channel. All three channels. So I actually started with Moonkid. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. It's not like my main goal in life, but it's been like a childhood dream ever since like watching LD Shadow Lady, then TDM, Joey Graceffa, you know, those types of people. I've been in love with this idea of starting a channel. And so in 2021, I met this friend group. It was quarantine, we had nothing to do. I was playing Roblox and I met them on Roblox. And we became friends, and you might know some people if you watched Moonkid, definitely the old videos. There was Dai, Leah, B, Nitch, there was Xan, and a bunch of other people. And we played a lot of Roblox and it was so funny. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should film this. I was also very camera shy. I didn't feel comfortable making a video on my own. Let's film when me and them play Roblox together. We played a lot of horror games. That was my niche, Roblox horror games. That was, you know, my thing. And so I made this channel in 2022 and I was just uploading Roblox videos with my friends. Now, my uploading schedule was very slow. I was mostly focused on school, not really on YouTube, obviously. I think I was like 15 or like 16 during that time, but YouTube just wasn't my main priority, obviously. But it was still always at the back of my mind, so I was posting maybe one video every 3 months. And in my last year of high school, I didn't post for like literally months because I was so focused on school. Now, back in 2023 though, me and this friend group, we still talk, but COVID really ended and our normal lives were just going on. Like, we had things to do, you know, we had lives to live. And so we started playing less and less and we were calling less and less, and I just realized that I needed to post my own videos alone if I wanted this channel to like become something. That's when I started posting Sims videos. Those began doing better than my Roblox videos. So I was like, wait, like there is more potential in Sims than there is in Roblox. But I didn't just post Sims videos, I was also posting those aesthetic videos. Like mostly I remember I made videos like aesthetic winter activities, aesthetic autumn activities, aesthetic summer activities. I didn't want my channel to be too focused on gaming until my brother and my friends told me, you should just really split your channel because your viewers are not consistent. Because most of my viewers were Sims players. They were not gonna watch those aesthetic videos. So I was like, shit, like I gotta change this. They're right. Like nobody's gonna watch videos that are not gaming or like not the Sims. So I had to change. That's when I split my channel into 3. Moonkid, the original one. Sunkid, the one that's doing the best. So like entertainment and like Omegle mostly. And Starkid, this channel where I talk about more serious stuff. I really want to get more into Starkid. I want to post video essays, journal entries, videos like this, just like talking. I want to do album discussions. I want to just talk about more serious stuff, like less memes, less editing, and more just me sitting down and talking. And I just began posting my aesthetic videos and like all my non-gaming videos on Sunkid. And suddenly the Omegle videos began doing really well. And I was like, whoa, there's so much potential in this. And on Moonkid, my Sims videos began doing really well. So I was like, wait, there's also potential into this. Right now I want to talk about Omegle and Sunkid, obviously. That's what I want to address. Every time I filmed Omegle videos, I kept getting reactions, obviously. People were like, are you a boy or a girl? Like, what is your sexuality? I've been having so many different reactions to just me existing. There's been hate, there's been love, there's been interest, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, this is really like, this is intriguing. Like, people are interested in this. I can tell that people are interested. I was also watching YouTubers like Chris, Sty, Tyler, Javon, and just like those types of, like, you know, people of color, also queer people. That was like my biggest inspiration, and they were mostly doing like fighting a boyfriend on Omegle, or like fighting DL, or like fighting trade on Omegle, or Tyler did a lot of like telling guys I'm a boy on Omegle because he looks like a girl, just like me. And that was like my biggest inspiration. And the thing about my Omegle videos is that I react differently to those people. Most of the people on Omegle and Monkey and stuff are men, obviously. And men tend to be more hateful and less understanding, definitely to queer people. To me, that's really interesting. Why? Because I know that those reactions don't come from anywhere. Like, I know how men are. I know why men react the way they do. And I know that oftentimes it comes out of confusion, it comes out of ignorance, it comes out of just this like kind of battle with themselves. It's not an easy topic at all. But what was interesting to me is that when I talk to these people, oftentimes it started with them being really mean, really offensive, even like slurs, random slurs, and like just not a good experience. But I always reacted very calmly, and like I didn't fight back. And that's when they began asking questions, and they're like, what are you? Why are you like this? Like, did you choose to be this way? And then I kind of started educating them. I was like, no, like, I didn't choose this. It's just, you know, who I am. And I want to look like this because I like looking like this. And I'm not necessarily a girl, but I understand why you might think that. And I tried to be very understanding, obviously. And I could see how people just changed, like their whole attitude shifted, and they went from being very mean to be more understanding. And that's when I kind of felt this calling of like, I find that reacting with patience is so much more powerful than reacting with like anger or like hatred back. You really see these people change, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and then they become hateful again. The fact that like it's in them, I find so interesting. And just having a proper conversation and like that is so like intriguing to me, like it really is. But definitely my recent videos, I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying like, you should really react differently, like you let these men just be disrespectful to you. And while I do agree that sometimes I let too much slide, I do fight back sometimes, you know. I had a video, like I posted a video a few weeks ago. It was, I think, me sitting in my bed. I wasn't really fighting people, but I was more aggressive. I guess I was just like in the mood for a fight, you know. But that's just not really who I am, I guess. Other times I've just said nothing. I think if you watch, there was this one video, and like at the end there was this Asian, and he was just being like incredibly racist and homophobic. And like he was playing monkey sounds and like whipping sounds, and at first I was like, oh, like it's just a joke, like no big deal. But like, no, he's being serious. But it didn't really affect me because number one, he was Asian himself. He had a bigger nose than me, same lips, had like Asian eyes. Like, I know that he experiences racism maybe more than I do. So like, why should I react with hatred when I know that life can already be mean to him, you know? And like I said, I have this understanding, and I know that hate doesn't come from anywhere. And if you know me, then you know that I love sociology. I love understanding how people work as a society. And one of those things is the way people view sexuality. The fact that we live in a society where being heterosexual is seen as normal. It affects us more than we really think, because a lot of people are bi-curious or even bisexual, but they would never explore that because there's this expectation to be straight. And so what happens is, when those types of people see people like me, they become kind of angry because they're either attracted to me or interested, and it makes them angry because they don't understand it. They don't understand that feeling that they're feeling. They think it's wrong. Other people might be literally jealous that I have the space to express femininity as somebody who was born a man, while they're in an environment that was very masculine, that was like, you're a man, so you have to act like this, you have to look like this. And so they're literally jealous of people like me expressing femininity, and they were never allowed to do that. other people are just ignorant. They don't really understand why somebody like me exists. But then oftentimes they'll ask questions and I just answer, you know? I understand all of that. And I just feel like I cannot be mean or angry at them because they're literally just a product of their own environment. And it takes a lot to understand that. But once you do it, like my whole perspective of life just changed. Because I see that anger or ignorance or whatever doesn't come from nowhere. And reacting with hatred doesn't get you anywhere. Definitely in a time like this, where there's a rise in hatred towards queer people, a rise of ignorance towards queer people, I feel this responsibility to kind of educate people. Even if they stay ignorant, at least I try to. Does it make the best content? No, not really. Some people tell me that they get angry or sad, or they just find it kind of embarrassing for me that I just let people walk all over me. But I don't see it that way. Words don't really affect me anymore because I know who I am, and I know that it doesn't matter what they say, I'll still be the same person, you know? But I do understand why people say, you know, you have to check these people, because even though I try and educate them and I try to change those people, a lot of them stay ignorant. They stay in their own mindset, in their own bubble. Again, I understand, but then it's like, when is this gonna like stop? Why does my makeup look so good? What the hell? Okay, sorry. Some men just decide to stay ignorant, and then I'm like, you know, definitely when they ask questions and then I answer, and then they're just like, no. People were literally asking like, why did you turn gay? I'm like, there's no why. Like, it's not a decision. Like, it's just how you are. And they just say like, no, that's not true. This has been like a battle since I was like a child. Is that, I guess it's a life lesson that I need to learn, and that is that I cannot change everybody, and it's not my duty or my responsibility to change people. It's not. Like, I remember I was like 9 years old and I was having these dreams of, it was a really, like, this is really an important dream that just stuck with me my whole life. And that's just that it was a dream, and it was in the style of like Very Odd Parents. I don't know why. It was just, there was this like guy who was living in my house and he's being mean to everybody, and I kept trying to like change him. I was being nice to him. I was like, maybe you should, like, I was just trying to talk him through and like just be nice. And at the end of the dream, he was just a horrible person. I told myself, like, in my dream, like, you cannot change everybody and you have to let that go. And that's when I like learned, like, I don't know if this was a message from the universe or like whoever. It's something that like I still think about. I'm constantly in this like inner battle of, should I be mean back? Should I put people in their place, or should I stay patient and like talk with them, and or like try and have a conversation with them even if they're mean? Like, I can do both, you know, because some people really just choose to stay ignorant and like just stay mean, and that's when I'm like, no. I do think that I just have my limits, and I think you can see that in my videos. Like, when people just are mean from the start, like very offensive, I like snap back a little bit. But when people ask questions, even if they're like kind of ignorant, I kind of like, you know, I stay patient. And then with like straight men who are interested in me, or like the L man, or like the Ls, or like whatever, I kind of have trouble with that because it makes good content. Like, definitely, like, people people love those types of videos. But again, I feel very empathetic towards people, and so I feel bad when I kind of out them. A lot of these men are like straight and they're just attracted to me because I look very feminine, and so I don't want to expose them for thousands of people to see, you know? I feel so bad when I do that, even though it makes good content. So I'm always like, should I keep it in? Should I not? Or we live in a society where being straight is the expectation, and we shove that into people's minds. And definitely straight men, they definitely have this expectation to be straight, period. But let me tell you, most of them, they kind of bend the rules in private. Do I believe it's gay to like be attracted to people like me? Actually, no, I don't think so. Most of these people are attracted to me because I look like a girl. So like, they're attracted to the girliness and not the fact I'm a boy. You can discuss this, whatever. I just don't think it's that gay. I'm open-minded. If y'all want to fight this out in the comments, go ahead. Tell me your opinion. Stay respectful, obviously. But no, yeah, I just feel bad. And like I said, I love sociology. I find it hard when those people don't like trust me, but like, I don't like, it's hard to explain. It's just, sexuality truly makes an impact in the way that people see you. And definitely as a man, as a woman too, but as a man, a lot more. And so I just feel bad like kind of outing them or like exposing them for a video. But no, yeah, like some people are like curious, others are confused, and it's like funny and like lighthearted. I keep it in. A lot of them ask like crazy questions. I keep that in, but then like I cut it because I don't want it to become too like sexual or like too exposing. Also, I think it's pretty funny when I just get it right after they ask the question for comedic effect. On top of that, the very last thing I want to get into is the fact that I got a strike on my channel. I couldn't upload for a whole week. I'm not able to make money until June, all because of that strike. Because I think it was a video and it got reported for harassment because somebody said the N-word and I didn't censor it. And I gave my video a strike. So I also tried to, like, when people are being really mean or like they say something or I say something back, I try and completely censor it. Like I don't want to lose my channel, you know. I like making these videos. I want to keep it. And I want to keep it, you know. Hello, it's me from the future. I'm editing this video right now and I just wanted to say that I forgot another point that I wanted to make, which was basically just that because I live in Europe, the time zones are different. Most of the people that I interact with are Americans and they're entertaining as fuck, which means I can only film at night, usually late at night. That's when it's, you know, early evening, sometimes still noon in the States. That's why it's kind of hard for me to like yell and scream and be energetic because number one, I'm usually a little bit tired, and number two, people are sleeping and I don't want to wake them up or like yell too hard or, you know, just do too much. That's why I don't always clap back so aggressively or anything, because it's just not the time, you know, which can be annoying, like the fact that my whole house can hear me when I'm filming, but also like who cares, but also like I care. So in my next Omegle video is my 1K special. It's with my friend Real. He was home alone and it was during the day for him because he's American, he lives in New York, so he can yell like a monkey, no issues. I can't. I gotta be demure and like keep it down, you know, because it's later at night, I'm more tired, parents are sleeping, y'all know what I mean. I guess I'm gonna change in the future. I'm gonna act differently, I think. I'm still gonna be demure, but I'm gonna, you know, tell people if they're doing too much, period. That's it. Back to the video. I'm always gonna make Omegle videos. I love making them, but I also want to do other videos, obviously. I don't just want to do Omegle all the time. I also don't want my channel to become too male focused. I do a lot of like finding the L guys on Omegle, telling men I'm a guy on Omegle, rating gay confessions by straight men, doing this with men, doing that with men. It's a little bit too much in my opinion. I like different types of videos. Right now I'm just trying to build like a base for my channel, like a certain demographic of viewers, and those are girls and like gay men and like, you know, straight men who are just, you know, down for, you know, who are, I guess, open-minded, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find, you know, there's a start basically. In the future I'm still gonna upload Omegle videos. I guess I'm gonna get more into like trolling instead of just like pulling straight men on Omegle. I don't want my content to become too male focused. I also really want to upload more on Sunkid. I love this channel. I love aesthetic videos. If you watch my first video, you can see that it's a like my first journal entry, but that was very heavily edited, so a lot of like aesthetic effects and like, you know, it's very stylized. I love making those videos. This one is not going to be the same. This one is just a sit down and like talk, and you know, running 3 channels is like, damn. But I love it. I really do love it. My main point is in the future I'll still upload Omegle videos, but I will be more, I guess I'll try and fight back more if it's necessary. I will, or like at least put people in their place, because some people really do cross the line simply because they think it's okay because it's online when it's really not. Also, what do y'all think of the beat? It came out like really clean and really beautiful. Like, I'm impressed. The foundation I used is very natural, so it's not too matte but also not too glowy, and I really love it. But that being said, I think this is going to be the end of the video. I think I said everything I wanted to say. No, yeah, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with these Omegle videos, why I react the way I react. I hope you guys can understand. If you have any opinions, please tell me in the comments. Stay respectful, obviously, but go ahead and tell me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Again, check out my other channel videos, my Instagram, and again, thank you for watching and goodbye.